I'm so passionate about this teaching, and then we're going to have some fun, okay? I can't wait to share this workplace fail with you. We've got a couple. We'll see how we do here. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and I've got some research, and I don't know if I brought it in here as I look for it. Oh, this is kind of fun. What did I do with this? Okay, so I don't have it directly in front of me, but it doesn't matter. For some reason, I don't know why I didn't bring it in, Joe. Okay, new research, okay, that says that about 75%, so somewhere in the 70s, as I recall, of people leave because they don't feel like they're appreciated. 78% of people leave a job, not over money, but because they don't feel appreciated. And this was not surprising data to me. However, you got it?
79%.
79. Thank you, Madison. Yeah, because you gave me that article. 79% of people leave work because they don't feel appreciated. So what does that mean? It means that people don't leave companies, they leave leaders. Because see, when you don't feel appreciated, you can say all you want to when you walk out of the door, or you go home and tell your spouse and you gripe about it, that this company, but that's just too broad. The fact of the matter is, when somebody says that, they've long since been feeling it. And that is the responsibility of their leader. Sometimes the leader is directly involved in that, or sometimes the leader is indirectly involved by allowing that culture, that environment to just be reality. I have said before on this show, and this is true from HR data, that people would rather receive an attaboy and attagirl public recognition than they would a pay raise. So it should not be surprising that 79% of people leave companies because they feel underappreciated. So with that being the context, and you folks are out there interviewing for jobs, and we get this email a lot, we get this question on social media, we get this on the phone, in the job interview process. So there you are being interviewed, and whether it be one interview or multiple interviews, how do you determine if this company that you're interviewing for is a good culture? It's a good place to work. This is a real concern that everyone should have. And so I want to give you the question to ask. You can word it however you want, but this is the question. Nathan's going to throw it on the screen. You're in the interview process. When you get a chance to talk, I want you to say, how does this company recognize and reward employees? Now, very important that you say, how does this company? Here's why. You don't want to look at that person that you're interviewing with and go, how do you do it? Oh, boy. Because that could be really awkward, and they feel like, whoa. And get out of my biz, man. You put them on too much of a hot seat. What you want to do is you want to say, how does the company recognize and reward its employees? The answer to that question is going to be very revealing. Now, I have no idea what someone's going to say there, but I have a general idea of what your responses are going to be. The type of response, rather. The type of response that would warn you, no, is where they have no answer at all, and they basically, well, we don't do a lot of that. We just pay people well and blah, blah, blah. They have good vacation. If they don't have a substantive and specific answer, that should concern you. To not say that you should not take the job over that, but I would do some more digging with HR and maybe some other sources in the interview process to see if it's just that leader. But that would really concern me if it's just a meandering no answer. Ideally, we want to see a really good answer with some specifics and some excitement coming from that leader. The third response might just be a laundry list of this is what we do. So you see there's some motive, some level of intentionality, but if there's not any juice talking about it, I'd pay attention to that. Because I have gotten call after call after call after call on the show where somebody said, Ken, I stepped in my sweet spot, which is what we say. That's your contribution zone where you're using your talent to perform work you love, passion, to accomplish results that matter very much to you. That's mission, talent, passion, mission. And I've seen people in their sweet spot become miserable in a place within 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes shorter. And that's what we define as doing the right thing in the wrong place. Place is huge. Culture is huge. And there's a scourge of really toxic cultures in this country. And at Ramsey Solutions, we've got Entree Leadership and we've got the Ken Coleman Show, and we're going to join forces. And I'm going to be very intentional about this, trying to help leaders understand what you folks are telling me. Because it's a massive problem. Big time problem. So, the question to ask in your job interviews that will begin to reveal so much about whether or not it's a healthy culture is, how does the company recognize and reward its employees? Recognition is huge. Rewarding, huge. And it's not all bonuses. The financial rewards, it can't be limited to bonuses. If the answer is, well, we do this bonus structure, money's not what people want. They want recognition. And the rewards ought to be personal in nature. I've said this before. I love football. I love football. And I love our Tennessee Titans here, our NFL franchise. And a couple years ago, the leadership here rewarded me with really killer seats on the 50-yard line for me and my family, just because of some other stuff that I did. And again, the financial, they could have cut a check. They could have, whatever. But that meant so much more to me because my family got to have a direct experience as part of the reward. And that's not something that I do all the time or would have done. And so the reward and the recognition is a huge piece. You better do your research on that. You can check into social media on that. You can look on LinkedIn, ask questions. People will willingly give you real answers on whether or not their company recognizes and rewards their employees on a regular basis. It should be a part of the regular culture. If it's not, I'd be wary of that.